Hello, Leo. Thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Thelma Tarot. That's the back side of that box. It's by Renata Lechner. And the supportive cards, the Magical Spells, Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I've used this before. The Thelma deck is a new deck to me, so. Okay. Now, they want me to go to these cards first. There's two face-down cards. They're outside of your partner. I feel like they're unexpected. Something unexpected or you're not seeing quite clearly or you're not aware of. Something that you need to be aware of. Outside of you, like outside of your partner, not like your partner has to deal with this and it's not something you're connected with is what I'm getting for the most part. There's the Queen of Swords with the Nine of Wands. Now, I feel like somebody's pressuring your partner to do something or to change direction in some respect. I feel like this person is unhappy. And they're putting pressure on your partner. They're making things more difficult than they need to be. This person is outside of your relationship, but they're affecting your relationship because they're putting this pressure on your partner and it's causing situations. Because I feel like your partner's trying to handle this. I got two cards. I got the one over here, the Emperor with Victory. They're feeling like they can keep it calm. They're just going to appease this person or deal with this person themselves. They're feeling like they can do this and it works out better for you, for them, for you and for them. I don't feel like it's about this other person. It's more about for you and for them, and they're feeling for your relationship. If they just handle it, it can just squelch the situation. It doesn't have to be a big issue. But I also feel with the Page of Wands, this is where I feel like they've been dealing with this person, and it's not like this is completely unknown to you. I just don't think you know the effect this person is really having. This other person who's affecting your partner that's actually affecting your relationship, but because of the stress your partner has to endure to just deal with this other person. Now, something else is coming forward here. Because I'm noticing your partner's just trying to handle this, just trying to make it a non-issue. The challenge card is the Seven of Swords. They're really trying to keep the whole issue away from you. They're trying to squelch it. They're trying to just calm it down and just kind of get rid of it. Or just make it a non-issue for your relationship. And they're trying to do their best to just keep it as far away from you as they possibly can. I'm not seeing that work out that way though, because I'm getting, there's some things you want to do. You have the Magician, you have things going on for yourself. You're getting things going in your own respect. And what it's telling me here is, see, I'm getting that. It's like right here. Like you have plans for your partner, you and your partner, and you're pushing something forward. But I'm getting that it's falling. Well, wait a minute. Is it going to happen? It's not going to happen. Now this is what's interesting. You're trying to push plans forward towards your partner, and it can't happen. It's at this point you're realizing what's going on over here, or you're questioning like, well, why not? That's when this influence comes forward to you. You're aware of this more now than you were before. Because that is blocking your plans. Now, you got a very interesting situation going on here with the Tower card and the Justice card. The Tower, you're not really happy that your plans have been kiboshed, because it feels like they've been kiboshed. But Justice is popping forward saying, you need to know what's actually happening behind the scenes with your partner and this other person, so you can see what's really happening and how it's affecting your relationship. Because I feel like your partner's trying to downplay it so much that you don't realize that some of the decisions your partner's making is due to this other person creating so much pressure on them. So when the Justice pops up forward, and this is in the future, the Tower is, things are not working out the way you want to. The gift of the Tower in this situation is for you to know exactly what's honestly happening. What's truly happening. Excuse me. Now, spiritually, I see the Five of Cups here. And I don't feel like you like what you're finding. You don't like this has been going on for a while. You don't like it's been kept from you. You're feeling like it puts a lot more restriction about what you can do going forward. You're not liking this at all. That's what I'm getting. But I'm getting also this is your initial reaction. At first you don't like this. And I'm not going to say you're going to like it going forward, but your initial reaction is kind of like, oh my God, now what am I going to do? Like this is really spoiling the situation. Your challenge card is the Knight of Pentacles. Finding a way to really work this out and sticking with it. Because I feel like it's going to take some slow changes. I feel like there's things you're going to have to get used to here. Because it's just, there's nothing you can do to get away with it. But you're also, like, once you get more stably standing in the Three of Pentacles, because I feel like that's where you're kind of moving into naturally, you got to find a way to work this out, and you got to stick with the pattern. You got to find a way to work it out, and you got to stick with it. And I feel like it's going to take some due diligence, some effort to stick with it. But I feel like once you start learning and understanding what's happening here, you're going to start working with your partner to handle this with them. And I feel like in some situations that might be a little awkward because literally that's somebody they deal with directly and you're kind of like one off from it. But you have to work with your partner so that this can actually succeed going forward and doesn't hinder your relationship. And I feel like you have to constantly keep in contact with your partner, but it's like it's a very solid, steady, unified front going forward. Are we good? There's more. What else do we need? Now, I'm getting... You could still let your partner handle it. What else are we saying with that? Hold on. Because I feel like that's a challenge in itself. I'm getting this other person is really... They're a pain in the butt. I'm getting that strongly. And I'm getting here with the Knight of Pentacles. Like you have to be very calculated and careful about what you do here. Because for the pain in the butt problem this person is right now, they could be worse. And I feel like you're very well aware of that. So I feel like the point here on this, you have to work through your partner with this. And I feel like you might have to be really careful about how this goes forward. You're learning how this game is being played with this person because unfortunately it is a game. I don't think you like that either. But it's one of those situations where you don't want this to get any worse for your partner at the very least. And so you're like, well, if we stop playing the game and it's like the wall falls on your partner, just poof, and they're freaking squished. So you're like, I don't want that to happen. And you're not liking it, but you're like, you know what, for this situation, I guess we have to play along. And I'm getting you're working with your partner on this. I'm also getting what makes things better for you is the Page of Swords. I'm getting you're very careful about, like, I don't feel like you're directly saying anything. I feel like, but what you are doing is you're keeping your ear out, you're getting information where you can, you're trying to sort it out yourself, you're paying attention and you're absorbing a lot. And I feel like that's what's helping you. the more you absorb, the more you can help your partner decide what they need to do. Because what I'm getting is the situation with this person, now that you know what's going on, I feel like you want it to end with that. You want this situation to end. And I feel like you're paying attention on the outside here, but you're also very diligent about finding or influencing your partner to like you're working it out with your partner, but you're also very careful about what you're seeing. You're keeping some things to yourself, but I do feel like this situation is now, because it's right out in the open, that's kind of coming to an end. How are you influencing that though? Because I'm seeing like you're paying attention, you're working it out. You have to be very careful about what you do here, but I do see like this situation is coming to its completion. Because I'm getting your partner realizes that now that you're involved with it and you know what's happening, this is where the Emperor and the Victory card really start to play in very strongly, because now that you know what's happening, I feel like they're freed because they have the Knight of Swords. They're going to go towards, or they're going to challenge the Queen of Swords. And I'm seeing when they challenge the Queen of Swords, I'm getting that's bringing this situation to its completion with the world. That's freeing them from this situation, from this, whatever they were holding on to, however they were pushing down this pressure. Because your partner's challenging the Queen of Swords, the situation is ending. The thing is, how is it ending? Because I'm seeing your partner's not playing the game anymore. And they're standing up for themselves, because it's almost like it's either they have to fight the Queen of Swords or they have to fight you because you're not about this anymore. This is not cool. So, but it kind of goes up a little level. Like, instead of fighting you, they're feeling like you're on their side. If they go against the Queen of Swords, you're on their side. Is that correct? Wait a minute. Where are we going with this? No, they're saying it's more about they have to choose who to stand against. And they're not going to stand against you. They're going to stand against the Queen of Swords. So I don't feel, because I feel like you're saying, no, this isn't going to work. No. Because they do challenge the Queen of Swords. And at the end here, what makes it better, they're moving on from the situation. They have safe travel with the Two of Swords. They don't really feel all that confident about what they're doing. This isn't the what helps position. The Two of Swords is they're not really sure what's going to come of this. They're challenging the Queen of Swords. They don't know what's going to happen, but the situation is moving on. Be it for better or for worse, I feel like it's going to go a lot better going forward, but you might have some rough times ahead temporarily because of this challenge. Is there anything else with this? Yeah, I'm getting the final thing that helps them is not knowing where this is going to land, but going forward and still challenging anyway. The situation, the safe travel, because I was like, is this ending? Are they moving on? Are they physically moving? I'm getting the safe travel as indication that how the situation's been playing out up until now is over. It feels very much like the Death card in a sense. Like the past, you're moving away from the past, going into a new era in a sense. I don't want to, well, you do have the World card there, so that would make sense. This seems like it's a tie-in card between what's helping them, not knowing what's going to happen in the future, along with hitting the World card, which I'm tapping them instead of showing you them. Yeah, because I feel like this is going to move on, but they're not going to know where it's going to go. And I don't feel like you have any idea either, but you want the situation that's happening there to end, and it is going to end. Okay, so that's where this is finishing out. Alright, let's now go into Leo singles. Messages for Leo singles. I think I get more used to this deck now. I kind of do like it. Alright, messages for Leo singles. Leo singles. Messages for Leo singles. Empowering messages that help them move forward the way they want to move. Messages for Leo singles. Messages for Leo singles. Messages for Leo singles. I pray these cards to match up with these other cards already down to give more clarity and strength. Help the people watching to understand what's happening and what they can do about it. Okay. That's a curious card. We'll find out what that means later. Alright, so this is like the biggest spot here. At the top, you have the Two of Swords with the creativity. If there's a single Leo, you're interested in somebody. Is it there, or am I missing the point? Are you interested in somebody? You are interested in somebody. Okay, so if this is hitting with you, there's somebody on your radar, but I'm also getting that you're not thinking it's really a possibility at this moment. And the creativity is saying, that's advice. Like, think a little bit more out of the box, because don't give up before you give it a try. Now, I'm getting with this same person, I'm getting there's a history. For some of you, there's a history back to childhood. For some of you. But for others of you, you've done work with this person before. You've actually done things. You have a history with this person. But it's an active history with the Three of Pentacles. Like, you've done things together. I'm just not sure if it's like actually work or not. I suppose for some of you it could be. It's not hitting exactly like I want it to if I'm thinking of it that way. Because I'm getting your you've gotten to know this person in the past, but it's like you've actively done something. For some of you, it's been like some type of team effort, but it could have been literally a sport. Like, I feel like some of you have hung out in the past, but it's like you did something fun together. But like, I don't feel like you were together as a couple, but like you were on the same team or something like that. Like, you know each other from somewhere, and you've actively done something or participated in something together. I just don't get that it's that necessarily work. Alright. Now, I feel like in the past, when you noticed this person, you had a slight interest in them. Maybe not as intense as it is at the moment, but I feel like this person is still around you, and over time you've really started to see a lot of value in this person. I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles, where this attraction has grown over time, and you're seeing a lot more that you like here from this person. But you're also seeing a lot of things here where you're feeling with the Two of Swords, like maybe there's too many differences here or something. Like, you're not feeling like, I'm not feeling like the strength of confidence here. The strength of confidence? The string of confidence that you might need. Which is interesting, because Leos, just stereotypically of course, are very confident people. Of course, not always, I get that, but stereotypically, Leos have a good amount of confidence and are really strong in that sense. They're usually pretty healthy in that stuff. Now, why are you not feeling like the confidence is there? Alright, we're going to come back to it because I feel like there's more to that card, but it's like, I'm getting like dancing people. And I'm getting like this other person has a lot of talents that you're feeling you can't match. I'll come back to it because I'm not, it's just strange imagery for me. Because I'm feeling like dancing people, like a lot of dynamic energy, a lot of talent going on around you. This person that you like seems very talented, and you're just not sure if you could make the grade with their level of talent. Is that real? Okay. I'm like, really? Because I feel like that might be selling yourself short on it, if that's the truth. Now, I'm getting the Queen of Swords with the Nine of Wands here, which in this reading, I'm getting like the person you're interested in, and don't get caught up in the gender, of course, but the person you're interested in is very focused on certain things and has things going on around them. I feel like they're very detailed. I want to say that there's a sense of obligation and duty with this person, and I'm getting this person has a lot on their plate, and there's a lot that kind of weighs them down in that respect. I feel like they're very busy. That might be one of the things that is kind of challenging you too. Like you're wondering if they actually have time for you. The time that you would like to have from them if you were involved in a relationship. Now, this is what we're at so far. I'm also getting, well, we'll get to that in a second. I feel like I've kind of already alluded to that anyway. In the environment, I'm noticing the Moon card. This is a very, because I got this with Aries too, I think. You're not seeing this person, like, it doesn't seem like they're interested in you. Or it's not like, they're not really like there's so much going on around them. I feel like they're very busy, that they're not showing you the interest that maybe you're used to seeing when somebody wants to be with you. Now, what I'm also getting here is it's different from the Aries, because this person with the Moon card, I do feel like they like you. But I feel like the Moon card is saying, things aren't what they seem here. You're not able to see exactly what's truly happening because they're so busy. It's hard to see what's really happening as opposed to what you're experiencing. And I feel like I've already alluded to this. This is where you're standing, the Ace of Cups. You definitely want to be with this person. You're having a lot of feelings for this one. You're ready to get involved, like that type of feeling. You're like, let's give this a go, because you're already there. Now, hopefully this reading hits you at the right time, and you realize that, there's more possibilities here than you realize. And I'm assuming that in some respect that seems to be where you're going anyway. Because I do feel you, the King of Cups, getting right out there and telling this other person how you feel and what you're thinking. Now, did we skip? They're like, nope, keep going, you'll see. Alright. So I do feel like you're putting it out there to this person how you feel. Okay, I understand this card more now. This card is in the environment. This is out a little, like this is more in the future sense. You're putting out there how you feel to this person. That's great. That's great. And I'm saying that because I saw this pop out before, and I was just like, how does that fit in this reading? But now I'm understanding, like, they have to work things out. They have to balance what they have going in their lives to fit you in, but they definitely want to. They do, very much. I do feel like they want to. I'm getting this person is kind of worried if you're going to be able to have the patience for them because they have a lot of obligation. And I'm getting the worry on the other side is like, are they going to be available enough to keep your interest? That's what the other side seems to be very concerned about. Are they going to be available enough to keep your interest? Because they would like to stay with you, they'd like to be a part of your life, but there's a lot they're balancing. There's a lot going on. I feel like that's not as much of a concern as they realize, or as they think it is. It's not as much of a concern as they realize. That doesn't make sense to me. I know I didn't say that right. But I'm not sure exactly what they want me to say. This can be worked out. Alright, so this can be worked out, and they're not realizing that they can be worked out. They're not seeing possibilities. They're not realizing how this can go in a positive way. They're not seeing it just yet. not just yet. You're a very dynamic energy. That's the energy I'm connecting with. And I'm feeling like you're more of a helpful person when necessary, especially if you love somebody and you want to see them. You'll help them lighten that load by taking on some of it yourself if you can, that's exactly what I'm pulling into too. Like, you know what, if they need somebody to pick up the groceries for them, and you have the time to do that, and it means you're going to be able to spend extra time with them, you will be there in a flash. You're like, I can do it. What's the list? Give me the list. I'll make it happen. Like, I feel like you would do that. Like, I'm getting, like, if you want to see this person, and if that's what you need to do to get more time with them, you have the time to do it, you'll just do it. I don't feel like it's even a question. And they're not realizing that if you get in a relationship with them, you're going to be dynamic like that. Anything you can do, you can feasibly do, of course, you will do so you can spend more time with them. I don't feel like you have any reservations about that. Now, especially when you have the Ace of Cups here, you have the King of Cups in the future, you have another Cup card coming, you're feeling this love, and if you have to work at it a little bit, it's like no sweat. For you, it's like no hair, no skin off your back. No hair off your back, for the love of it. Really? No skin off your back. Because where this is ending up, this is the Chariot with the Knight of Cups. You're going to help this person balance out their load. I feel like you're doing that. The Chariot with the Knight of Cups, you're helping them take care of some of their responsibilities. Anything you can feasibly do, you are doing it. I feel like you're even lightening your own load if you need to, wherever you need to do that, so you can be with them more. I feel like that's how much this person means to you. I really do. You're lightening your load, you're helping them lighten their load, you're making sure they don't add more things to their own load, and you're spending more time with them. Because I'm getting the Chariot with the Knight of Cups, you're all about it. You're all about it, let's make this work, let's make this a success. You're going through it very strongly. And I'm seeing, like, the Three of Wands with the home safe protection. I feel like you're getting involved in this person's life pretty quickly. This isn't your thoughts, but I feel like you're looking at this situation like you're going to get involved with them pretty deeply, pretty quickly. I don't feel like you're restricting yourself. I don't feel like you're restricting yourself at all with it either. You're seeing this person as an investment that you want to do this. This is something you want to go towards. It's like they're that ship, your destination is that ship, you're going to get on it. And this is an investment for you. You're like, this is worth it because I see this person long term. This is my long-term goal, to be with this person. You already know how you feel about him. Him, her, them, however that works. Okay. Anything else here? Alright, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.